We're in the dead of winter here, and even down in sunny Florida in Clearwater, we're 45 degrees today. The feels like temperature is 34. It felt like 18 this morning, and we've got wind gusts up to like 25 miles per hour. Needless to say, not the best riding weather. So what am I doing inside? I thought this would be a great time to go over my camera setup, and not only what I use handheld, but what has worked for me with the motorcycle, especially with helmets. We go through windy environments, so if you're someone that wants to start either just filming your rides for fun, maybe you want to upload on YouTube or TikTok, Instagram, Facebook, all the social media networks out there. I've gone through a lot of trial and error myself, and I just thought this would be a great time to share what's worked for me. If you notice with a lot of my videos, I have really clear audio, and that's so important to me, especially with all the wind on a motorcycle. So I'll go through what my setup is. I do want to preface everything by saying I'm not sponsored by anything or any company I'm about to talk about. But my goal here, whether you want to vlog seriously for content creation or you just want to post some cool clips on social media, I'm going to help you do that. If we haven't met before, my name is Brandon Hart. I like making motorcycle videos, mostly on Harley-Davidson. Although I don't have anything against the other style of bikes, I just like cruiser style motorcycles. So I've just been a Harley guy. That's how I am. And although I didn't ride this weekend, I did spend some time in Tampa Bay, Harley-Davidson in Brandon, Florida with Hope, who I introduced on the last video. If you haven't watched it, I'll tag it at the end, really the most recent long form before this one. But Hope's a great sport. She's been on a couple of rides in not the best weather so far. The reason we were going to Harley is she really wants to get a riding jacket that's stylish but also keeps her warm. Because every jacket she showed up in so far is stylish, love the way she looks, but it's not the best when it comes to the cold, wind, etc. So I tried to explain to her, you might want a riding jacket. Did find a helmet, which is very similar to my Scorpion FX Covert. Now I have the carbon, I have a gray color, which I think is called cement gray. She ordered the cement gray in small, which I think gets delivered this week. So she'll have a new helmet to ride in. These are really light helmets. I recommend checking them out. Again, I'm not sponsored by anything I'm talking about in this video. The carbon helmet, oh, this thing is great. And the inside of the Scorpions, listen, I'll show you my Simpson here. I love the Simpson, but these Scorpions just feel so good on the face. Like they are cushy, and it feels like more of a premium helmet than it is. Also comes with the ECE rating, which is a lot safer than DOT. Let's get into the setup. So I think the most important thing is the helmet cam. Now I use a 360 cam too. I'll show you a little bit on that. But I start off with, and I'll use my Simpson for this example. So the best way that I've found is to get yourself a mount specifically made to your helmet. Now there's a couple websites for this. You can use chinmounts.com. I get mine, I think, from RideTech Moto. This might be, yeah, this one's RideTech Moto. They're shaped to your helmet, so it's more of a, I guess it's just a better fit. I find that that's easy because I can just take this little mount, right? I could just pop it on there, and boom, it's ready for an action camera. I have tried so many different action cameras, and DJI, I can tell you, there's nothing that even comes close to these cameras. Not just because of the image quality, and you can film in D-Log, and I'm not gonna get into all the specific settings of cameras and stuff, but these things are amazing. They record some great footage. I have the Action 5 Pro and I have the Action 4, both very similar. I mean, I recommend the Action 4, and you could probably pick up one of these Action 4s nowadays for like 200 bucks on eBay. I'm always looking for used stuff on eBay, but they're amazing. And one of the best features DJI has over GoPro, boom, it's connected. And it's not just a magnet. I think a lot of people think when you connect it, it's a magnet. It does click in there firmly. And so this will stay on. But do you see how easy it is? And to give you an example, let's say you're riding and you pull up to a spot and you want to get some handheld footage. Well, you got your stick. Well, watch how easy this is. I'll use both my hands. Literally take it off one, click it on the other. With a GoPro, you got to unwind this, right? Undo the GoPro, wind it back in. It's a simple step with DJI, and their mount setup is it's insanely easy, just like that. Just click on and off. It's just the easiest way to flip back and forth. These cameras do great in the heat. I ran into with my old GoPro, by the way, I used a GoPro 10 in the past. I don't recommend these GoPros. Matter of fact, I'm probably gonna sell this, or maybe I'll just give it away on the channel. Maybe I could do like a giveaway. If anybody wants a GoPro Hero 10. The quality is good, but the functionality just isn't there, and it would overheat in the hot Florida summer. So, I mean, it gets like in the 90s consistently in the sun, and these things get hot. I have yet to have a problem with DJI. The other thing I really like about the files, they don't break it up into a million little tiny files. So it'll record a longer file, and it is just much easier to use in post-processing. For whatever reason, GoPro, in my experience, hasn't figured that out yet. Let me know if you're a GoPro guy or gal and why you use it. But if you haven't tried the DJI action cams, I'm telling you, you're missing out. Another great feature of these DJIs is the wireless microphones. I have a microphone on. This is a DJI mic. Yes, everything's DJI, it just makes it easier, but I use the DJI Mic 2 in my helmet and the action camera, right? So I can mount the action camera to my helmet, and for my microphone, might as well just do this to show you how easy it is. You know, when I put the helmet on, I have my microphone set up with Velcro, and I just got this from like CVS or something, the Velcro, and so this is the soft part. The hard Velcro goes inside of my helmet, so I can literally, as I'm riding, or before a ride, just drop the microphone in, and this microphone is completely wireless to the camera setup. So I'm recording high quality audio without a single wire. And again, if I want to ride, take this off, I don't know, film some scenery and stuff like that. It's really easy to do. The settings on these DJIs, you do have to be careful with the helmet because you want the gain as far down as possible. So if you have the DJI Mic 2 and the DJI camera, set the gain to -12, as far down as you can go. You are not going to talk in a way that's going to cause like the crackles, but it's such high quality audio, and you're not going to blow out the audio at all. So DJI Mic 2 and DJI Action Camera 4 or 5 Pro, the perfect helmet combo, and so easy. Why don't I use the DJI Mini? I've tested it, but it doesn't have what's called 32-bit float. And without getting too technical, having 32-bit float is very important when you have scenarios where this microphone is literally right here in my helmet, right? So I have to make sure that I'm not speaking too loudly. Having that float records it at a lower level, so it sounds great in there. So DJI came out, DJI Mic 3, I think, which is the size of a Mini but has the float in it. You could try that. The Mic 2 is great because it has audio backup, and honestly, you can just hit record too. So it records on its own without even needing to be connected to a camera. So that's how I get my footage. I keep this on rock steady. I do 30 frames a second, and I use D-Log M and color grade it in, what's that Mac program I use? I use Final Cut Pro. So Final Cut Pro to edit everything. Again, you just stick the memory card in this guy. Best combo out there, I promise you. Even the Ace Pro people, they did come out with a like a microphone. I haven't tested any of those products, but the trickiest thing is, and I do get some questions, hey, how do you get the audio on your Insta360? I have kind of like a love-hate relationship with this thing. I can never quite get the audio to match up with this and my DJI. I do 30 frames a second. All the settings are exactly the same. However, it just doesn't seem to line up. It'll line up at first, and then halfway through the video, it'll be off a little bit. So this is kind of good for like B-roll, if you will. I have the Insta360 X4. I think the X5 has a feature where if you get the Insta360 mic, it'll work more seamlessly. Haven't tried it, but do not use the DJI mics with this. It sounds like crap. You have to connect it Bluetooth. It just doesn't sound good at all. But the way I do the Insta360, I'll usually mount it on the bike somewhere. I have like this little claw I got from Amazon. Just clip it somewhere on your bike, and you can get some really good footage. You have to record in 8K if you want good quality, because once you filter down to the frame that you want, it's really just like 4K footage. I have found that this tends to be a little grainy compared to the DJI stuff. DJI has a 360 camera. Have not tested it yet, but that's definitely on the list. But Insta360 is really cool. A lot of people use these. You can get some interesting footage that normally you weren't able to get before. Let's say you have a helmet where you don't have a chin mount and you don't want to permanently mount a piece of plastic to your helmet. Well, I recently bought this Dango. It's called Dango from Amazon, D-A-N-G-O. And what you can do with this, it clips right in. Now I already have the mount for the DJI, obviously. See that? Super easy. You clip it in, boom. I've tried this at speed. It's great. This thing is awesome. My only gripe is you have to take out the chin guard on your helmet, which for me, and talking to the microphone, serves two purposes. One, the microphone is not going to fall through while I'm riding. And two, it prevents additional wind noise. So I do have a mount coming in for this, I think either tomorrow or the next couple days. I'm gonna mount it there. The Dango's pretty cool though, if you're just looking for an option that's not permanent. But you see what I mean with these DJI products, right? Like these little mounts you can clip on everything. It's just so easy, like, oh, you know, got that on your helmet. Well, let's take it off, and let's say you wanna walk around with it, you can do that. And then seconds later, you have a handlebar mount, boom, mount it to your handlebars. You just flip the camera wherever you want to go. It's just so easy. When I travel, right, like I've got all this stuff. I'm recording with a DJI Osmo Pocket 3. So I'll say this, you know, whether you choose GoPro or Insta360 products or DJI products, you're kind of in the ecosystem where you want to buy that same type of like compatible product, because I can use a microphone with everything. Boom, boom, right? I can use these microphones with all my DJI stuff, and everything syncs together nicely. It just makes it really clean and easy to use. So again, big DJI guy, definitely not paid by them, not sponsored, none of that stuff from DJI. Had no one reach out to me. But I will continue to use their products because I think they're reliable, and I don't want to spend, you know, hours filming just to get to editing and something's wrong with the footage or something doesn't look right. That would suck. And I've been there before with GoPro. And unfortunately, not to rag on GoPro, but I won't go back. I can't take that risk. I don't like the overheating that gets caused. And I just get better quality with DJI. And then adding the microphone, I mean, I don't think GoPro has a wireless mic yet. They might, please let me know if they do. But having the microphone is a game changer. So let's say you were just gonna start a moto vlogging channel. What would I recommend? Well, Helmet, obviously, full face, probably really smart. Get yourself a DJI mount, DJI Action 4. Does great. You don't even need the 5. The 5's cool because you can attach 2 microphones, which not all of us need. But if you're just starting out, DJI Action 4, get yourself a DJI Mic 2. You might be able to find one of these for like $70 on the internet. You don't need a receiver for it because it plugs in wirelessly and you can adjust the settings on your DJI action camera. So that's what I would recommend. If you want to start filming and talking, great quality, set your gain to -12. Reach out to me if you have questions on this setup, but this is great. This setup is amazing, I'm telling you. You get the best sound, some great video, and yeah, so 4K 30 is the frame rate I use on that and get great results. And then obviously being able to switch it with like a selfie stick, you know, put it on there. You know, let's say you wanted to get one for your handlebar, switch it on the mount. Shoot, I've had times where I'm riding, I can just take that camera, pop it off and get some scenery along the way, right? Put my bike in cruise control. If you're doing like TikTok or short form content where you don't need to speak, I think that's where the Insta360 has the most value. You can get the coolest shots that you really can't get with your standard action camera. So Insta360 is a great tool. I'm still trying to think of ways that I can use this because I don't use it as much. And I don't do enough short form content. I don't know. Let me know if you like this thing. I wish it worked better with my DJI mics. I feel like all I'm saying is DJI in this video. Anyway, that's my setup. By the way, quick plug, I do have a clothing brand that I launched called Iron Coast Supply. I'm wearing a shirt now. This is my Iron Coast logo. And on the back, Iron Coast Supply, founded in 2025. So ironcoastsupply.com or Instagram at Iron Coast Supply. If you want to support, that's a great way to do it. I love these shirts. I've got like a dozen of them at this point. Lots of shirt designs. I have a hoodie, even have a female crop top hoodie on there as well. So check out ironcoastsupply.com. Would really appreciate it. Again, these are really high quality shirts. They're not small, they're kind of like longer, which I like, give you a little bit more room to move around and feel comfortable. But I'm really excited about this brand. You know, I started it a couple of months ago. So the key is get out there and create. And if you have an idea of something you want to do, shoot, just go for it. I didn't think that this YouTube would grow, and it really has. I think there's a lot of great people that watch it, and I get a lot of things wrong still, and I probably always will. But I have a lot of fun just writing and sharing my experience with the world. So if you're even thinking about it, I would say absolutely go for it. It's a lot of fun. And if you just wanted to, you know, share videos with your friends and family, it's a great idea too. So if you have any questions about all of this, I'm gonna put all the links in the description. But if you have any questions, put it down in the comments, let me know, and would love to help you out with whatever you need, whatever I can help with. Thank you as always for watching. If you do ride, remember, keep that rubber side down where it belongs. Let's get some warm weather going here. Jeez, I mean, I can't wait till it's back in the 70s. And for those of you that have snow and ice and that kind of stuff, tune in. We're gonna be doing some riding here. Even if I complain about the cold, for y'all, it's like t-shirt weather when it's 50s and 60s. So I can't really complain, but I appreciate you for watching. Take care. We'll see you on the next one. Peace.